He wanted to know why I couldn't go see him at his dad's, and why can't his dad come over and see his bedroom at our house? It was really a wake-up call. Even if we don't want to for ourselves right now, we have to do it for him because he doesn't.
Welcome back to Juicy Reel, where we bring you the wildest scandals, the hottest gossip, and the drama nobody else dares to break down.
Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife and plotting to steal her husband.
And today, oh, it's messy. Word on the streets is that Swizz Beatz has been swinging his way through way more situationships than anyone ever thought. His exes are reportedly teaming up to call him out as a non-stop cheater, and the accusations are explosive. Now here's the kicker. This isn't just about Alicia Keys anymore.
His own marriage.
No, I don't have a problem with you, Lala, and your husband.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hey.
Okay, all right, so wait, backstory.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I held this in for an entire year, right? So when we first launched the reunion show, somebody that claims to be working in Swizz's camp reached out to me in what I now know is a DM via direct messenger, right? Saying, I work for...
Rumor has it, his ex-wife Mashonda and even his supposed flame Lala Anthony had plenty to say about Swizz. And trust me, what they allegedly spilled was downright shocking. These women aren't just talking heartbreak, they're talking trauma. So the big question is, what exactly did Swizz do to leave this kind of damage behind? Well, according to the chatter, Swizz has been living double lives and juggling women in the shadows for years.
Swizz, and I need you to know that him and Lala have been having an affair. They are madly in love with each other, but he has already told Lala and continues to tell her, calm down, I'm not leaving my wife. If you don't believe me, go on his page on IG. He always starts leaving comments in the morning and she be the first one to respond. But she don't just leave one response. She keeps it going and going and going to the point where he says, you gotta chill because it's starting to look obvious to...
The drama doesn't stop there either. Just days ago, fresh rumors popped up claiming he's been sneaking around behind Alicia's back. And this wasn't just some casual fling gossip. Insiders swear he's been carrying on a secret affair for a long time. And let's be real. When they say a leopard never changes its spots, Swizz might just be proving that point loud and clear. The whispers around Swizz and Alicia's marriage have never really stopped. Rumors of sneaky, late-night link-ups, shady side flings, and drama bubbling under the surface. And every single time, Swizz would pop up and deny it all, swearing up and down that he was loyal to Alicia. And somehow, he always managed to walk away looking squeaky clean. But here's the wild part. This isn't brand new tea at all. Blind items have been hinting at this mess for years. One from way back in 2021 practically gave it away, saying, "Don't believe the hype. This end of the alphabet producer, writer, rapper cheats, but he keeps it on the low. Never a public fling. He learned his lesson once and ended up having to marry her. Now tell me that doesn't sound like Swizz all the way." Fans are only now realizing those clues were right in front of us from the start, and it didn't stop there. Another blind item dropped even heavier tea. This former A-plus list singer turned A-lister has been real busy with a new television gig. Her husband has been loving it though, and cheating with his protege, who he swears will blow up big. Woo, that basically screams Alicia and Swizz, doesn't it? So, yeah, if you put the pieces together, it sure looks like Swizz was out here stepping out on Alicia. But this is where it gets messy for real. Because word on the street is that his ex-wife, Mashonda, allegedly confirmed the rumors herself. And once her name got tied in, things only got hotter. And if you think Mashonda came forward out of pity for Alicia, think again. because this whole situation goes way deeper. For years, there's been heavy talk that Alicia and Swizz actually started their romance while he was still married to Mashonda, and that it was the real reason their marriage crumbled. Back then, Mashonda claimed she went straight to Alicia, woman to woman, to let her know the truth, that she and Swizz were still very much married. In fact, Mashonda said Alicia didn't care at all. And she didn't just keep quiet about it either. She put it in writing in that now infamous open letter. She said, "In the messages that I sent to AK, I made it very clear that contrary to what she might be hearing, I am still married to my husband, living with him, and just had a child." Mashonda went on to reveal, "It's been 2 years, and I still have not received a response. What I do receive is constant displays of selfishness and lack of concern for me and my son. I believed in her until I found out she was possibly sleeping with my husband. The affair was denied by both until it was finally admitted months later." And to make it even messier, Mashonda admitted she was once a fan of Alicia's music, even checking up on her since they were both signed to J Records. That's betrayal layered on betrayal, public, personal, and professional. Mashonda made it clear. She never denied Alicia's talent. She even respected her at first. But all of that changed when she realized Alicia was possibly creeping with her husband. And while both Alicia and Swizz denied it at first, months later the truth finally slipped out. Now, some people might say, why blame Alicia? You can't force a man to leave his wife. You can't wreck a marriage that's already broken. But Mashonda wasn't having it. She clapped back saying, "My marriage was not broken. As far as I knew, we were celebrating our son's birth and about to celebrate our 5-year wedding anniversary." She admitted she may have been blindly in love, but what she really was a devoted wife. And just so nobody twisted her words, Mashonda made it clear she wasn't just blaming Alicia. She said she and Swizz eventually worked out their differences, found peace as co-parents, and she moved on with her life feeling blessed. But that doesn't erase the fact that she openly admitted she went directly to Alicia and begged her to back off so she could try and fix her marriage. And according to Mashonda, Alicia flat out refused. That's not just messy, that's cold. In that same bombshell letter, Mashonda didn't hold back. She wrote, "You know the role you played and how you contributed to the end of my marriage. You know I asked you to step back and let me handle my family problems that you helped create." Phew, talk about cutting deep. And just when you think the story couldn't get messier, Jaguar Wright stepped in with her own explosive take. According to her, Alicia didn't just move into Mashonda and Swizz's home for music projects. Oh no, Jaguar claimed Alicia was busy working on 2 projects, the music and Swizz himself, all right under Mashonda's nose. But it doesn't stop there. Rumors swirled that Swizz and Alicia allegedly tried to keep Mashonda's son away from her. Eventually, Mashonda was forced to make peace with the two of them, not because she wanted to, but because of her child. That's why we later saw them smiling side by side at events, even doing a polished ABC interview where they painted a picture of perfect co-parenting. They told the world they had moved past the mess, putting the kids first and rising above the chaos. But let's be real, the only reason it looked picture perfect was because Mashonda, the one who got cheated on, had to swallow her pain and step up for her son. She didn't want her child dragged into the crossfire, so she played peacemaker while the other two got to look like saints. So, is it any wonder Mashonda doesn't feel an ounce of pity for Alicia? Like Beyoncé once said, "What goes around comes back around." And speaking of karma, let's get into Lala Anthony, because the word on the street is that she was allegedly creeping with Swizz while still married to Carmelo Anthony. Now that takes this scandal to a whole new level. According to the whispers, that secret fling between Lala and Swizz may have been one of the nails in the coffin of her marriage to Carmelo Anthony. Now, let's be fair, nobody's out here painting Carmelo as some angel. His cheating was out in the open with multiple scandals and even rumors of outside kids. But here's the twist. While everyone was busy clowning Melo, Lala might have already been tangled up in her own messy drama with Swizz. Think about it. Swizz already had a history of cheating, and if the rumors are true, Lala ended up looking extra foolish, especially since she was always the one defending Melo in public. At one point, she even said, "I wouldn't be with someone if he was cheating on me. There's no part of me that's okay with that. Now, I don't go looking for things, but if I was to find out, I would deal with it, you know? But I trust my husband." Who, imagine saying that while Melo's dirt was spilling everywhere, and those rumors didn't stay whispers for long. They got confirmed. Once the truth was out, people started speculating that Lala wasn't just sitting around crying. Word on the street is she may have decided to get her own payback. And that's when talk of her alleged affairs, including Swizz, really started heating up. And yes, the name tied to those revenge rumors was none other than Swizz Beatz. Once Carmelo supposedly caught wind of it, he couldn't handle a dose of his own medicine, and that's when his marriage with Lala really started collapsing. But here's where the story takes a wild turn. This affair didn't just appear out of thin air. Back in 2021, radio host Ms. Jones claimed that someone from Swizz's own team snitched and spilled everything about his alleged secret relationship with Lala. And according to the T, when Lala finally filed for divorce from Carmelo, she allegedly expected Swizz to return the favor and leave Alicia. But nope. Swizz wasn't about to throw away his picture-perfect marriage for anyone. Instead, he went straight into damage control, denying it all. Swizz fired back, swearing up and down that he and Lala were nothing more than friends. To shut it down, he even snapped online writing, "Knock it off." And when the rumors kept spreading like wildfire, Swizz doubled down by posting a screenshot as proof that there was nothing shady going on between him and Lala. But no matter how many times Swizz tried to play Mr. Innocent, the streets weren't buying it. Fans pointed out how quick he was to defend himself with screenshots and tough talk, but not once did he actually address the bigger pattern. Why his name keeps popping up in messy cheating rumors in the first place. Every denial just made people side-eye him even harder, like, if there's really nothing going on, why does his name stay so hot in the gossip mill? And let's be real, Swizz has always been careful about protecting his brand. He's built this image of a family man standing tall next to Alicia, attending events, posting those polished family pics online. But behind closed doors, insiders claim the drama has been bubbling non-stop. And when the whispers connect his name to someone like Lala, who was already going through her own messy public split, it just looks even more suspicious. So, while Swizz was scrambling online trying to shut it down, the talk only got louder. People started asking, was this just another case of a powerful man spinning the narrative to protect his spotless rep while the women involved took the hits? Because at this point, the timeline looks way too messy to just brush off. And of course, all eyes turned straight to Alicia. Because let's be honest, how many times can your husband's name get dragged through the cheating mud before people start wondering what's really going on at home? Some fans say Alicia must know way more than she lets on, but she's choosing to play it cool, keeping her public image spotless and unbothered. After all, she's built her career on being graceful, soulful, and above the drama. But can you really stay above it when the rumors just don't stop? Insiders whisper that Alicia has mastered the art of smiling through the chaos. She'll post family photos, gush about her love, and act like everything is solid. But meanwhile, the streets keep buzzing with new names tied to Swizz. And that contrast makes the situation even juicier because it raises the question, is Alicia truly unbothered, or is she just protecting the empire they've built together? At the same time, critics are quick to point out the irony. Since Mashonda accused Alicia of ignoring her warnings years ago, some people are now saying this might just be karma circling back. And if that's the case, then Alicia staying silent might not be strength, it might be survival. Swizz even tried to clown around online once, writing, "Lala? The only Lala I'm rocking with is the Keys album. It's everywhere and it's a classic." Cute deflection, but let's keep it real. The streets are saying something very different. Word is that alleged affair between Lala and Swizz did go down. And from the sound of things, she wasn't the only woman he stepped out with behind Alicia's back. And here's the kicker. If Alicia decides to keep standing by him, Lala won't be the last name tied to Swizz either. People are already whispering that more women could come forward with their own stories, and if that happens, this whole saga is about to get even nastier. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think Swizz is really out here living double lives, or are the streets just reaching? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more wild scandals and non-stop drama right here on Juicy Real.